Hello Foxpack and welcome back to Five Nights at Candy's 3. Let's just not even say anything. Let's just continue. Hey, we remembered some more stuff. More particularly this table. My old drawing table. Isn't that great? You're remembering more and more. Just look at your room. You barely remembered it before. Yeah, there was only a bed and, well, this cat. I have a feeling that you'll be able to get rid of those nightmares soon. Just keep fighting, then I'm sure you'll beat them for good. Yeah, but first, we better check out the Deepscape. I have a lot of stuff to get, and I found out there are multiple endings, which sucks. Dream trees grow when one becomes familiar with the unfamiliar. Let them serve as guides to let you know where you are. Now, sadly, I couldn't really find any, like... Okay, my cat came into my room. Anyway, I couldn't really find, like, any pictures online of maps of the Deepscape nights. So I'm just like going on this out of sheer. I'm 2 inches away from the rat shadow monster and I decide to run. Aren't I just the smartest cookie, guys? Excuse me, sir. Please be facing... Okay. There. There might be something down, but I'm not going to take that risk. I'd rather not be walking into a void for too long and rather just keep going the same way for a path that looks like it's a path, rather than one that could easily not be a path. Alright, Stone, what do you say? The dream trees will show you the path. Yeah, we kind of already established this. Alright? But I guess I'll follow these trees. Nothing can... That really helped. What if I follow this tree? Or is there no, like, tree? Okay, there's no tree. Is there something down? Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me, tree. Nope, it's just a wall. Alright, so like either you have to run at that point, or you have to be very, very watchful for the shadow rats. Honestly, if like the shadow if the shadow rats were a lot less common, like to find in the darkness, then it'd probably be easier to find stuff. Cause like if you're running, they'll basically go just slightly faster than you, and if you're walking, as you just obviously saw, they'll go slightly faster than you still. So it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna assume that rat was coming from down. Yeah, it was facing the opposite way this time. So I guess before it was just facing the other way. So you just have to either be really observant or really lucky, like that. I hope this leads to an arcade game and not a toy. Though I'm sure finding all the toys leads to the forgotten ending that I've heard about online. There. Okay, it does lead to an arcade game. Part 2. There's probably either a part 3 to this third gun, but I'm assuming that there's a path this way. Okay, well there's a rat, and there's a path this way. A part of a newspaper article. The theater was never meant as a permanent career for me. It was always my dream to be a professional actor, comments no, okay. I believe there was one more path. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back assuming I have enough time to actually go all the way back. Because that part with all those dream trees I had to follow did take quite a while. Excuse me, sir. Because, you know, the rat shadow monsters are definitely polite enough to do that. There's a path up here. If that makes me lose that arcade game piece, I'm not going to be a happy person. But at least this gives me the chance to check that other path I did not check before. It's either a shortcut or to something else entirely. If I already went on this path, I probably won't notice that until after I'm done recording this video. A newspaper article. Great. The brand new horror film Psychopath starring has broken box office records in its first week. Everyone agrees that the starring actor sold the performance of the psychopath like no one else could have. Okay. Why is that important to the deepscape of a little girl? I understand it's obviously like a horror movie and stuff, but still. There we go. And this leads to a toy. Bleep bloop, it's my master. I see you've returned. Is my assistance required once more? Perhaps you want to go on a journey to outer space with me? No? Maybe another time then. I hope your endeavors will come to a positive resolution. If you have anything to say it now. At this rate, I'm going to probably get the forgotten ending if that's what the toys are all about. And considering the fact that I missed the toy car by not going back to get it on the first night, I'm not going to be happy. And if I keep just walking through the darkness, I'm not going to make it past the trees to see if I still have that piece. Or was it even past the trees that had the piece? I'm not sure. I almost walked right into him. If it's not there, I'm just gonna hit R to go back, rather than actually like walk back, because clearly I don't have enough time to like walk there and back. I'm at the very most I might be able to walk there. There we go. That was kind of risky to like dash just because I was at like the very edge of the path. But still, there might be a path to the up of that rock, but I'd rather follow the trees. Alright. So yeah, I must have just like ran right into that. And I can't check it. I'm not going back. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to assume that not only does the robot, like it still registers that I've talked to the robot, but that it also registers I still have the arcade game. Anyway, this is the fourth night. I can't be wasting tons and tons of tons and tons and tons of tons of time on the stupid Deepscape because of how ridiculously hard it is. Especially in terms of seeing in it. Origami Cat did not give me any helpful advice. I noticed all he did was mainly reinforce what I already knew. Okay, you're in the middle. Go back down, thank you. I'm just like, after that Deepscape sequence, guys, I'm not even in the mood to play a night after that. So, the monster, I mentioned that I played the demo, quite a bit, before I ever actually played the game, which is probably a good thing to do, get you familiar with the main mechanics of the game. But the main mechanics of the game isn't the bedroom, it's the mini games. It's the deepscape, it's the dreamscape, it's whatever that area is called. The main area is and always will be there, but the demo only showed the room and all of its Easter eggs. Why? I just saw a cat go down and I heard that. Also, real quick, I'd like to note, aside from the fact that the sound just gives you a sort of like note that he's coming, sound does not help you with anything. It really doesn't. The only thing it does is, like I said, help you know that he's coming. And even so, if you're doing what I am right now, which is going back and forth, you can probably see him, at least, like I just said, see him at the very least at one of the edges, or at one of the places. Okay, hi there. Cat's on the left, probably. If he's not, he will be there by the time this is over and done with. Gonna quickly check for that. Yep, go back down. Alright, I'm gonna stay over here. There we go. So I guess from now on it's probably a better idea to continue doing what I just did, like prematurely check for cat and then go and check under the bed. Like, I know I can obviously hear what's its face come beforehand. There, I almost let rat in immediately again. But I know that I can like have rat come up when I'm looking at, like, say cat's coming up from the left and I'm checking to the right, but rat is also on underneath the bed to the left, which means that when I'm looking to the right to see if that's where cat is, then I'm going to trigger a rat, which might result in my death. That's completely possible. But I mean, what's better? Dying to rat or dying to cat? It's honestly just a preference. I'm just kidding. It's not a preference at all. It's a matter of inconsistency. It's not a matter of inconsistency. I just don't know what I'm talking about. I do in terms of the fact that it's pretty much a lose-lose scenario, though. Because almost everything in my life is like that. I don't know. Jesus, that knock was aggressive. Like, I've heard rats aggressive knocks before, but that one was just... Whew, that was like extra aggressive. Does he like want to kill me in my sleep? Too bad for him, I'm not sleeping. Oh, that he didn't come up. Oh, Jesus! That wasn't an overreaction, guys. That actually scared the crap out of me. Well, now I definitely don't have the arcade game piece. And I definitely have not talked to the robot. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna well, actually, it's pulling me from the deepscape, so maybe I do. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump right into the night. If it says I don't have them, then I don't have them. If I do show you guys all the endings, I'll just go back and get those, because I'm sure that both the toys and the arcade game pieces are very important things that are vital to the other two endings of the game, which are the true ending and the forgotten ending. Which just so conveniently so far every toy has mentioned that they've been forgotten because they're in the deepscape. which is ironic because Origami Cat said that's where your deepest memories lie, not your deepest things you've forgotten. So next time I hear the tape player messing up, I know to not look around frantically, but to rather actually just check it. Because I said before that the tape player can mess up, and I believe I also mentioned during that it's just never personally happened to me. Well, now it has happened to me, so now I know what to expect of it. And even if I still don't know what to do during it, it's possible, I'm sure, that it just doesn't happen. I'm sure that was like a rare event, knowing my luck. I watched him open the door for probably the first time ever. I never played the demo frantically to like learn the mechanics of the game because Cat wasn't in it. It was only Rat, which made it actually much more boring than it was. Because like this game in itself, not a boring game. Like, I guess it keeps you on your toes for what's happening, especially the mechanic where you have to shine it in like Rat's face when he's in the room. That's fine. It's entertaining. It's just that if you have to do it over and over and over again, like say you're on a death streak and you just keep dying over and over again, demo or not, like that's just not fun. It becomes unfun and unentertaining, even though if those aren't words, really quick. Right. Nope, Cat's not over there. Cat. Okay. I saw him open the door again. He must really like that left door and really want to come out of it if he's come to it like, what, 3 times in a row now? Alright. So he was at the right this time. And Cat seems to be there. Either that or I'm just seeing another piece of Rat. Alright, check for Cat first. There we go. Go over here. Hopefully Cat's here. Cat's not here. Again? Seriously? Okay. Another note to self. Stop the freaking tape player when that happens. At this point, like unless I start expecting the jump scare, I'm gonna end up like hitting the stop recording button while I'm still trying to record. So I'll have to like scrap all this footage. And that's not gonna be good if I like get to the 5th night and that had happened. Huh. So I'm gonna... no, I'll keep my DPI on the same thing. I'll just have to smarten up. Like, if there was another way to fight Cat, except from, just waiting for him to be on either side, considering he apparently does seem to have some sort of cooldown. If there was another way to combat him, like maybe push a button, then that'd be a bit more fair. I just pushed Rat away without even seeing him. Go away, Cat. But, yeah, if there was something else to do, per se, then that'd be a bit more fair in the scenario I was just in. Especially with a learning curve. Like, I'm sure this is obviously one of those games where you're supposed to learn as you go along, rather than like Five Nights at Freddy's 1 or 2, or really any of the actual Five Nights at Freddy's games, because the fact that those all had at least some sort of beginning tutorial, or had like in Five Nights at Freddy's 3's case, the first night was completely void of any animatronics to kill you, so you could just figure out the mechanics on your own. And in the second night, it's not like anything was too dangerous, so you could still learn the mechanics if you hadn't learned some already. For instance, the ventilation. How the Phantom animatronics put out your ventilation. Phantom Mangle, I don't think was ever in the list, and that really confuses me. Also, I'd like to know, Origami Cat, or I think one of the stones, said that they'll knock at a door they're not at. I mentioned this last episode too, but he knocked at a door he was at. So either that was just inconvenient for him, or those things are lying to me. Alright, hopefully Cat's not on that side. It sounds like Cat is like already breathing down my neck. Come on, to the right. Okay, there we go. So when Cat's really near, like I'm talking, like I said, basically breathing down your neck, you hear actual breath sounds. Before it was just sounds that to me kind of sounded like breathing. Not really in the slightest, but it was the best thing I could come up with on the fly. But now I truly know what the breathing sounds like, and I'm sure you guys heard it too. It was very off-putting. Definitely was panic-inducing though for how low it was. Not in terms of actual like frequency, I guess you can say. I don't know. Seriously, I was just checking the right door. I think I mentioned that in a previous episode as well. That like the worst case scenario that can happen when you're panning around the room like this is that he goes to a door that you were just checking, and then like he's basically in the room, either that or on the verge of getting in the room because of the fact that you had to do the thing again. Okay, middle one. I still say, even though the glitch, if it is a glitch, doesn't happen in this one, either that or it's just more rare. Jesus. And he's in the room. Great. Hopefully Cat doesn't get to the verge of killing me. It's mainly because of the fact these take so long that I'm concerned about Cat. Check this real quick. Okay. Alright, hopefully Cat's on this side. He is. Great. Alright. So either it was the twitchy tape player that was preventing me from hearing, or it's just the fact that if you leave the tape player glitching out like that for too long, Rat's gonna murder you. He doesn't like the sound of it, even though he makes the sound of it. I guess you can say he doesn't produce the actual sound, he just manages to have it happen. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? I really hope so, because it's not making sense. Alright, there it was. If I die again, I might just like completely and utterly scrap this recording. Go down. That's what she said. Considering I'm a mostly family-friendly channel, that's probably not the smartest thing I could have said in that situation. Cat, are you breathing down my neck again? For whatever reason? Like, that's not just me, right? There is breathing down my neck sounds going on in the game. I know someone's not behind me. I'd be able to tell their presence. There. I don't know if I hit stop or if I didn't, but it stopped. Jesus, calm down, bro. What? I clearly shone that on him. Shined? Whatever. I clearly hit him with the flashlight and it apparently didn't work. Alright, so Cat's either on the left or isn't up yet. Alright, he was on the left. Alright, there we go. I was lucky in that scenario that Cat was to the left, especially with how high up Cat was. Cat was any higher up, especially on Rat's side, that's the wrong button, then I most likely would have been dead again. And this recording would have been scrapped. Therefore, you guys would never have seen it. Unless I put it up as like a lost episode sort of deal. Which I don't do. I don't do lost episodes. Any recordings that are too bad or actually need to be scrapped, I scrap them. It's the point of terrible recordings. Unless the purpose of the video is for it to be terrible, in which case it passed with flying colors. This video is going to be like 20 minutes long, 25 minutes long, and I know it's going to be. I can already tell, and I'm not even done recording it yet. I'm not even done editing it yet, because I'm still obviously recording it. Alright, there. Check both sides. Alright. Nope. Go down. I don't know, maybe like, there's obviously different sounds for when rats coming. This has been established. But maybe like, there are very subtle differences between what's a knock, what are footsteps, and basically just what's what. Like, I'm sure there's a way to tell that. Okay. I was gonna be so mad if I had failed that one. Like, I believe the first one I failed at like 4 a.m. I wasn't too mad about that because I wasn't technically close, but I wasn't technically far off either. If I would have failed at 5 a.m. when I know that I was about to be done, I would have been mad. Oh. Hi again. I didn't get to be here this early yesterday, but I was there when the show started. I don't know if you noticed me. Man, freaking creepy kid. I'm not lying when I say that kid's creepy. The way he talks is just... Those are all gonna say the same thing and I know it. Hi again, I didn't get to be here the past 2 days. Were the shows good? I bet they were. At least I get to be here to celebrate Vinny's birthday. I'm really excited. Yeah, this is the girl that... at least I think it's the girl that wanted to be friends because we had similar dresses. I heard that the cat and the rat actually have real names. They're supposed to be secret for now. I think the cat's name is Carl. Carl the cat. Maybe the rat's name is Roger. We seems like a Roger to me. Or he seems to me. Or maybe he has a name that rhymes with the cat's name. Just like cat and rat rhyme, their names could rhyme too. That's just my theory. My anxiety game theory. Hi sweetie, today's Vinny's birthday. Wanna go say hello to him after the show? Not really, he kinda looks creepy. I kept calling him Louie, I believe in Five Nights at Candy's 1. I'm pretty sure it's Vinny. I'm kinda creeped out from this place. I think it's haunted. I was listening through this door a moment ago, and I heard someone crying in there. Could it be a ghost? No, it's probably one of the people who act here and don't want to act here anymore. They're probably being held up at gunpoint by the manager, and the manager's probably saying like, you're gonna do the show, otherwise there's gonna be some blood on this wall. Hello there, I'm the cat. Do you like to play games? What? I do like to play games. You're saying we've met already? Impossible. I know I'd remember that cute little face anywhere. Anyway, there's a few minutes till the show starts. Do you want to play hide and seek with me? Yay! You hide, then I'll count. There's nothing better than someone forgetting your face. Especially an adult in a costume forgetting your face. Maybe he won't find me in here this time because there are adults on this screen. Not quite sure of that. Heh, nice try. I'm sure that in every night, that considering there is in every night multiple places to hide, that there is a place that you can hide that they don't find you. But anyway, that'll do it for this recording. I'm sorry it's so freaking longer than the other ones, but I was really confused in the Deepscape. I really didn't want to do the Deepscape. I really wanted to find everything, and I really didn't want to die the 2 or 3 times that I did. Anyway, I'm SoulFoxie. I approve this message, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you later, Fox Pack.